just kind of stood watching me. These little mushrooms are quite nifty. I've absolutely no idea what they are, but they kind of look like pancakes. Need to find another bit to cross. I'll go further up this way. Right, if I fall, like the video and subscribe. If I fall in it, guys, you have to like the video and subscribe and turn bell notifications on. Yeah, baby! Right, aerodynamic hat backwards. Teensy little bit of water in my shoes. What did I do with that? Heave. Oh, heave. My first idea is maybe the brightest so far. Now, I can't exactly do this with this, because that's a bag of logs, and that's my stove. This is a foolproof plan. Forgot about the camera, didn't I? Wee bit of water, wee bit of water. I've got roughly about half an hour of daylight left, and then it's going to be pretty much pitch black. There's someone wearing blue over there, and they're just kind of stood watching me. They're right in there. They're walking away now that I've came further out. Aye, they're away down the path now. They stopped for a second to take another look. I mean, I know my chimney's really loud when I put that out, but I think it's an old guy. It looked as though he had a walking stick. I noticed something blue, and it was just a gap in the trees. And it was just very slightly moving. I want to just chalk it up to the noise of my flute. Like the chimney. Just made him come over to check out what was going on. I'm really unnerved now. Just that feeling of being watched in the woods. It's... I'm really unsettled, but I'm just going to brave it and chalk it up to him hearing the chimney and getting a bit startled and curious to kind of find out what's going on, because it is a quiet woodland and the chimney's not very quiet, so let's maybe get back to putting this stove up. Right, before we go any further, I'm going to pop my headlamp on. Oh, right, let's get this fire started then. Listen to that. I'm going to get this fire started, but before I do, I just want to say to y'all, if you enjoy the videos, consider hitting the like button and even subscribing to the channel. It helps me out a ton. There's quite a gap in the stove jack there, and what seems to be happening is the occasional raindrops coming in and hitting the stove, and it's just because it's so hot. This will be nice. Right, and then for dessert, I think you can guess it, hot chocolate and s'mores with chocolate digestives. Oh, I needed that, man. I was so hungry. I'm actually still really quite hungry though, so I'm going to have a wee look at my snacks and see what I've got. I have some fig rolls. If you've been watching the channel a wee while, you'll probably remember when I took this tent out with my mate Zach for the first time. If you haven't seen that video, by the way, it'll be linked in the description and up above. Essentially what happened in that trip is me and Zach were stuck in here with all of the door toggles leaking on us. We had some problems with the zip, but nowhere near as much as the toggles. And on top of that, the stove jack, that was leaking very, very badly, so we had to essentially wrap ourselves up in the ground sheet that night just so we could sleep. The rain was so bad that we got about 10.5 mil in 1 hour. Between then and the first hot tent camp that I did using this tent, I decided to go out of my way and actually seam seal all of the toggles. That's why I don't have any problems right now with leakage. Otherwise you would be expecting me to be in a pretty bad situation, but this is the first time that it's been quite heavy rain after I've seam sealed these, and there's not a lick of water on them. That's the thing I like at home. You can go to the bathroom without putting all your rain gear on, unless you've got a leak. I'm absolutely soaked. I mean that is drenched. I think maybe we crank up the heat a wee bit. Oh no. Right here, this is just bent. This is supposed to be at a 90-degree angle. Wow, okay. Not gonna lie, that gave me a little bit of a fright, just a wee tad. Well, it's been about 5 minutes or so and my jacket's pretty much completely dry. There's just a couple of damp spots that have been closer to the middle, but I'm chuffed with that, so I'm gonna bring it down. Tonight I think it's supposed to rain all the way through the night. I'm not too sure if I'm going to wake up and have to pack up in the rain tomorrow. We're safe in here, so let's just hope I can pack up with a nice dry spell tomorrow. Oh, it's so toasty, so nice. So that's all the logs we have left. That's not great because we're sitting at 8 o'clock. Oh, it smells like cooked marshmallow in here. On my first hot tent camp, my missus absolutely grilled me for how underdone the marshmallows were. So now I just have it in my head every time that I'm making these, I have to like do them more than I think they need. Oh my god, it's gonna fall. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No. No! Yeah, the pink one's a bit underdone. I know. Oh. Oh no, I think I got some in my hair. There's some in my hand. I don't know, I might have some in my hair. I need to look back on the footage once I'm done this. You know when you feel your blood sugar spike? I'm feeling that. I'm going to chill out for about 5 I reckon, and then I'll maybe think about making my hot chocolate. I don't fancy that right now.
Luke here with the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel, and welcome to the west coast of Alaska.
I miss him so much. That man deserves everything he's got. I'll put him down in the description down below. Not that he, you know, because my channel will help him grow. Guys, let's go and show Outdoor Boys some support. He really needs it. Right, I reckon I get this hot chocolate made. That's a whole jumper just stuffed into the hood. Look, it's like a wee head. Why is that the best thing ever? Right folks, I'm gonna head off to bed. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning folks, it's about 6 AM. I'm just gonna get my breakfast, which will be a flapjack, and then get myself packed up. That dog is not a happy chappy. It's always satisfying to get the stove away. Oh, that was almost ankle deep in mud. I'm gonna try and go over this. Oh, I don't know about that. I'll do it anyway. What about this one? Oh. Oh, I actually made it without getting too wet. Oh. Yay! Mud. I love mud. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a ton. I'm Will Camping Adam, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Somebody dropped an egg. Who dropped that egg? Where's all the egg went? Why is it only a shell? That's a hard boiled that. There's more of that shell there. That's ridiculous.